Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas has just released a new financial disclosure form revealing that he did take multiple trips last year on a private plane owned by a close friend, Republican mega donor. His name is Harlan Crow. Now, this follows published reports that question the justice's personal ethics.
According to court docs obtained by E! News, the couple has settled their divorce after an 8-year legal battle. The Oscar winner and the actor first split in 2015 after 2 years of marriage. They have one son, 9-year-old Maceo, who they will share legal and physical custody of, according to court docs. Hallie will also pay a hefty sum in child support, $8,000 monthly, and will, quote, also pay an additional 4.3% of all income she receives above $2 million.
Clarence Thomas spent his whole life undermining black people for white power. You house Negro Uncle Tom sellout. On behalf of our sister, Halle Berry, we need to send her divorce attorney some hate mail because I don't see how in the hell you got to pay all that child support, pay all the school expenses. And on top of that, he gets to pocket 4% of all of your hard-earned money above $2 million a year. You know what this sounds like? Trae Young and Joel Embiid recently jumped the broom. And both of them bunny hopped over the broom. Now, as far as Clarence Thomas goes, I heard Clarence Thomas is getting in trouble for taking gifts. I heard Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas might be getting in trouble for taking gifts. I heard Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas might be getting in trouble for taking gifts. And this is what I'm going to say to Snow Bunny Clarence Thomas. This is what I'm going to say to Snow Bunny Clarence Thomas. It's 10:10 a.m. here in the Netherlands. It is 10:10 a.m. here in Europe. It is 10:10 a.m. here in Amsterdam. Snow Bunny Clarence Thomas, if you lose your seat on the Supreme Court bench, and I don't like to kick a man when he's down. I do not like to kick a man when he is down. But Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, if you get removed from that bench for taking gifts, Black America is going to have a party. We are going to celebrate Clarence Thomas being removed from the U.S. Supreme Court bench. So I hope, Snow Bunny Clarence, I hope Snow Bunny Clarence got some good lawyers helping him to save his job. Because if you lose your job, the celebration that Black America will have to exit Clarence Thomas from the Supreme Court, that celebration we're going to have will be greater than any 4th of July party. It will be greater than any Juneteenth party. It will be greater than any Kwanzaa party. It will be greater than any birthday party. It will be greater than any New Year's Eve party. If Clarence Thomas gets his Snow Bunny ass removed from the U.S. Supreme Court bench for taking illegal gifts, we are going to throw a party like you have never seen in your life. Black America is going to party our asses off if he get put off that bench. So Clarence, for all the devilish work you have done to destroy Black America, for all the devilish work you have done against Black America, thank you, Woman Claw. Thank you, Woman Claw. Thank you, Woman Claw, for all the shit you have done to my people. You house Negro Uncle Tom sellout. If they kick you off that bitch, you spent your whole life undermining black people for white power. Clarence Thomas spent his whole life undermining black people for white power. He spent his whole life undermining black people for white power. If they remove him from that bitch, you know what I think? If Uncle Thomas gets removed from the Supreme Court bench, if Uncle Thomas gets purged from the U.S. Supreme Court bench, I got a funny feeling. His snow bunny is going to leave him. I got a funny feeling if Clarence is purged from the Supreme Court bench, his wife, George Bush's cousin, Clarence Thomas's wife, George Bush's cousin, I got a funny feeling that George Bush's cousin is going to divorce Clarence Thomas if he loses that job. I got a funny feeling. He is out of there. He's going to get snow bunny. And to my sister Holly Berry. And to my sister Holly Berry. I'm glad you were the black man. Please don't date outside the race anymore. You don't have good luck. Your ancestors don't want you dating outside your race. Holly Berry, are you listening to me, my beautiful African sister? Holly Berry, are you listening to me, my beautiful African sister? Holly Berry, are you listening to me, my beautiful African sister? I don't ever want to catch you dating outside the race anymore. Your ancestors do not want you dating outside the race. You are now paying alimony to 2 Caucasian men. Your most recent ex-husband, you have to pay him $8,000 a month in child support. A black woman is paying a white man $8,000 a month in child support. How can a black woman be responsible for paying a privileged white male in the United States $8,000 a month for child support, plus all school expenses, and her ex-husband gets 4% of all money she earns above $2 million a year. The ex-husband gets 4% of all of her earnings above $2 million a year. Holly Berry, who is your divorce attorney, if I can ask you? Does anybody know who Holly Berry's divorce attorney was? Does anyone know who Holly Berry's divorce attorney was? Because we need to send that ninja some hate mail. On behalf of our sister Holly Berry, we need to send her divorce attorney some hate mail, because I don't see how in the hell you got to pay all that child support, pay all the school expenses, and on top of that, he gets to pocket 4% of all of your hard-earned money above $2 million a year. You know what this sounds like? This sounds like convict leasing on the chain gang during Reconstruction after slavery. That's what this sounds like. See, you black people keep on dating white. You keep on bunny hopping around. Y'all keep bunny hopping around. And these Caucasians are robbing us blind of all this money. Halle Berry, Tiger Woods, and the list goes on and on and on. These ex-NFL players are being raped financially by their Snow Bunny ex-wives. These ex-NBA players are being raped by their Snow Bunny ex-wives. They are literally robbing us financially because our self-esteem is so low as African people. Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks and Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. Trae Young of the Atlanta Hawks and Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers, they just recently jumped the broom. Trae Young and Joel Embiid recently jumped the broom. And both of them bunny hopped over the broom. I'm going to be in Cameroon next month. If memory serves me correctly, Joel Embiid is from Cameroon, is he not? I'm going to be in Cameroon next month. If memory serves me correctly, Joel Embiid is from Cameroon. I would like to find out who in Cameroon told him. Which one of my Cameroonian Africans told Joel Embiid it was okay to bunny hop over the marriage broom? Who told Trae Young it was okay to bunny hop over the marriage broom? When Joel Embiid is 40 years old, who wants to bet that Snow Bunny will no longer be with him? When Joel Embiid is 40 years old, who wants to bet that Snow Bunny will no longer be with him? Who wants to bet? Because I don't understand how you black men and black women don't see the pattern. This is a money grab. Marriage to rich Negroes is a money grab, and y'all still don't see it. Marriage to rich Negroes is a money grab, and y'all still don't see it. If it's too early for you, go to sleep. I'm not forcing nobody to be on my live. If it's too early, go to sleep. Do I force anybody to be on my live, brothers and sisters? Do I force anybody to be on my live? If it's too early, go to sleep. If you don't like the content, find somebody else. Because I am not a conflict creator or a content creator. I am a social media educator. I am not a conflict creator or a content creator. I am a social media educator. I am not a conflict creator or a content creator. I am a revolutionary educator. Revolution. Complete radical transformation. From what is to what needs to be. But before there can be a revolution in circumstance, there must be a revolution in psychology. The African mindset has to transform. The African mindset has to transform, because if we don't change the way we think, there's no need for a revolution, because you will recreate the white man's world. Let me say it again. Who understood, overstood, and understood what I just said? Who understood, and overstood what I just said? If we don't change the way we think, if we don't change the collective African mindset, there's no need for a revolution, because you will simply recreate the white man's world. If there is no collective transformation in African consciousness, there's no need for a revolution, because we will simply recreate the white man's world. See, some of you Negroes are of such low vibration. Some of you Negroes are of such low vibration, you think we're going to go to war so you can buy a bigger house. You think we're going to war so you can earn more money. You think we're going to war so you can drive a better car. You think we're going to war. You think there's going to be an African world revolution so you can buy more platinum, diamonds, and gold. You see? That's what a lot of you want a revolution for. You want to replace the white man as the imperialist of the planet. You want a revolution to replace the white man as the imperialist of the planet. And I'm here to tell you, the revolution is not so you can play musical chairs with your oppressor. Some of you want the same structure we got. Some of you want the same enslaved capitalist superstructure that runs the world. You just want to be in charge. See, you don't care about other Africans. You just want to be on the top. You don't care about improving life for African people. You just want to improve your life. You want greater access to materialism. That's not what the African world revolution is about. That's not what the African world revolution is not about switching the white man out of the king of capitalism throne and putting the black man into the king of capitalism throne. The African world revolution is about destroying the system of capitalism, destroying the system of elitism, destroying the system of the bourgeoisie. We are destroying and rebuilding the entire social, economic, and political system of the planet Earth. That's what the African world revolution is about. If you are a capitalist, you are part of the problem. If you are an elitist, you are part of the problem. If you are a black aristocracy member, you are a part of the problem. We don't need any more elitist Negroes or elitist Negro organization. Tear the shit down, brick by hypocritical brick. You cannot reform white supremacy. You got to destroy it. You cannot reform the miseducation system. You got to destroy it. You cannot reform the mass incarceration system. You got to destroy it. You can't reform the parasitic economic order. You got to destroy it. Rotterdam, we got to talk tomorrow night. I want all my Dutch Africans in Rotterdam. I want my St. Martin. I want my Surinamese Africans, my Arubans, my Curaçaos, my Bonairs, my Amsterdams, my Rotterdams. If you need the ticket link to get your ticket, hit me up. If you need the ticket link to get a ticket, hit me up. 215-989-9858. 215-989-98. Not black nationalism, Pan-African nationalism. Black nationalism is dead because if you don't have diplomatic relationship with African nations, black nationalism will not survive. It is Pan-African nationalism. Pan-African national. Black nationalism cannot survive without relationships with Africans around the world. It is Pan-African nationalism. No. The biggest problem. Black people are addicted to materialism and we are afraid of losing it. Black people are afraid of material loss. We are so backwards, so undeserving of our ancestors. We are afraid of losing these material trinkets that the white man allows us to buy with the money we earn from him. Look at how sick the system is. Look at how sick. You go to work and you bust your backside for 40, 60, 80 hours a week. You go to work and you bust your backside for 40, 60, 80 hours a week, and you take the money that you just slaved for. You take the greater portion of the money you just slaved for and you give it back to the same man who gave it to you to buy junk that is absolutely and totally irrelevant to the black community. Look at the gangster rappers. Look at the gangster rappers. They are the best example of this minstrel show we call Black America. Look at the gangster rappers. Look at these goofy ass gangster rappers. 20 cars, 200 pair of sneakers. That's it. 500, $1 million watch. Look at this. $1 million watch. Why does somebody need $1 million watch when you belong to a people that don't have no institutions? Why do you need $1 million watch when you have homeless black people? Why do you need $1 million watch when black people filling up the jails for crime because they can't eat? See? Freedom for black people is the ability to buy from white people the expensive junk that they make. Freedom for black people is the ability to buy from white people the expensive junk that they make. Freedom for black people is to buy from white people the expensive junk that they make. Dwayne Wade and Oprah, I don't have a problem with them helping out with the government fire in Maui. But I got a question for Dwayne Wade and Oprah. I got a question for Dwayne Wade and Oprah. If you can spend all that money to put out the fire in Maui, why don't you spend some money to put out the miseducation fire in the ghettos of black America? Spend some of that money to put out the gentrification fires in the ghetto of black America. Take some of that money and build some institutions in black America. I'm tired of celebrities doing more with their money outside of the community than what they do inside of the community. I'm tired of black celebrities doing more for people outside of the black community than what they do inside of the black community. Hit your Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism, live and direct. Scholarships don't mean nothing. We need businesses and capital. Tell LeBron James to keep his college scholarships. We need black businesses and capital. Tell LeBron James he could keep his scholarships. We need businesses and capital. We don't need no damn college scholarships. Okay? College is damn near useless.